Ladies and gentlemen, the hype for the Euros is well and truly ahead. And lads, I have got yourself a bunch of news for you today about the Euros on FIFA and also on PES that you guys can get stuck into. So if you guys do enjoy, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and let's get stuck in. Yo, it's me, Big Nose. Do you want the best player on the game? Well, you can't get D-Money because he's probably not in FIFA. So get Phil Bardsley. Get all the Phil Bardsley. So if you're looking for the best way to get coins, don't spend fewer points, go over to useandbuy.com for the cheapest place on the market for your coins. Use code Vizeh at checkout, and most importantly, enjoy the video. We've got the England shirt, okay? I am more than ready for the tournament, right? And because I live in Poland, and also technically Czech Republic, I live right in the border of it, I can go to both fan parks, which is sick. And I'll be also flying over to England during the Euros as well, and hopefully by then we'll be in the quarters or that kind of region. But I don't want to curse it, okay? So just hope that we're just there. Tell me down below in comments, who do you think is going to win the Euros? And by the way as well, thank you all so much for the love on the channel. It's been going insane right now, okay? The love is mad, the views, and I think the shorts have really helped out to boost momentum and get more people here. And if you guys are one of the new people, then hi, how you doing? My name's Liam, and I like cheese a lot. So today's video is about the Euros, and more specifically about the Euro 2020 game mode. Where is it? What's happening? And I've got things for you on FIFA, on FUT, and also on PES. So let's get one thing straight here. Where is the actual Euro 2020 game mode? Now, if you remember back in FIFA 12, EA did a really cool and really great idea with the Euros, which I love a lot, which they had an actual game mode that you actually start and you make your own little country and you play each. I believe they played the knockout group stage of the qualifiers in Europe, of course. And if you beat the team, you in fact take a player from their team to add on to yours. And I thought that's a really cool idea. That's one of the best ideas that EA have actually ever made. And I don't really hear enough about that game mode enough. I think it was called like Path to Glory. And then there was Euro 2016. As an England fan, don't want to remember it. I hated it, but it was still fun for one time for when Sturridge scored against Wales. That's the only happy moment I ever have in that entire goddamn tournament. And if you do not remember what happened back in FIFA 16, there was, of course, no game mode because, sadly, then EA actually lost the license for the UEFA Euro 2016 tournament. So what EA did was make a festival of football promo in FUT, which basically just gave players, you know, man of the matches and stuff like that. And you just expect the same thing here. You expect like new players and informs, but it's like special different cards. But with a twist though, because the SBC is being released, it'd be really cool if we could see some showdown cards. I don't think it'd be possible. I don't think they've done it for the Euros, but it'd be really cool to see some showdown cards for the actual events. You have England v Scotland. So let's say you may have a really cool jacked up, like let's say Che Adams card or John McGinn card, and England could be Jack Grealish, I think. Yeah, let's say Jack Grealish, like Jack Grealish or Che Adams, for example. That is something that you would most definitely expect to see for the Euros on FUT. Other than that, I don't think they'll do much else because they literally do not have the licenses for the Euros. Because guess who has the Euro licenses? Yes, it is PES. PES 2021 or PES 2020 season update has in fact got the full license to the Euro 2020 tournament, and that involves everything. That involves the branding, that involves kits and stadiums and all that good stuff. They got everything over there, and that update will be out, I found here, in early June. I'm surprised it's not out already, but I can find it from the Konami website that it will be released in early June. You'd expect it'd be like a couple of days or at least a week before the tournament begins on June 11th, which is going to be a fantastic day. It still feels weird that the first game of the tournament is Turkey v Italy. Like, that's the big one. To be fair, that could be actually a pretty exciting game because Turkey, they aren't a poor team. They can actually cause a shock there, I imagine. So in the background right now, you'll be seeing the actual official gameplay of Euro 2020 on PES. And tell me your thoughts about this. I've done a few videos on PES before in the past, and they actually did really well, and it was received really well off the PES community. Now for me, PES is actually a pretty good game for offline gameplay. It's very, it's much more of a realistic experience, more realistic than FIFA, and it's actually much more harder than FIFA, you know, passing wise and dribbling wise. wise. You can't just take everyone on. You've got to actually pass the ball, and your pace doesn't really matter anywhere near as much as what it does on FIFA, which if you like that kind of realistic experience, then I would actually recommend PES, especially if you got it on PC. You can mod it. I've modded it with the actual proper kits and stadiums, and it's actually a really nice experience. It's actually a really cool experience, which I would recommend anyone that really wants to give a proper in-depth goal of a video game with football. I would actually recommend PES a lot if you like that kind of career mode aspect. Now, in terms of the Euros, this is in the background right now, and you can see, I believe right now we've got France versus Germany, and the one issue with PES is that people may not like the kind of way how they model the players, the faces, for example. The faces can look either really good or a bit strange. Like, they kind of have a weird middle ground. Now, of course, you can always get mods of PES and mod the faces, and that is always an option. But I do believe a majority of people, they just buy PES on, like, the console, and that's how most people play it. And this is probably the experience that most people will be getting. So if you guys do want the proper Euro experience with all the teams, with all the kits, with all the actual lineups and the groups and everything else, then PES is where it is at for you to go and play and experience if you feel the need to. And also, just to add in as well, that they've got 55 teams in the Euros here. So I believe they've got the actual Euros, but I believe they've also got a road to qualifiers game mode as well. Like, you know what the World Cup games are like? They got the captain of the country and you're going for the qualifiers. I believe that's also an option. So they've got like teams like Gibraltar in there. They've got San Marino in there. You could play as San Marino and get them in the Euros, which is a cool little feature, because I thought that they would just literally just have the World Cup. You know what EA did for the 2018 World Cup? They didn't have a game. They had like a game mode in FIFA, and it was really poor. Like, I expected so much better. It was pure laziness here. Pure laziness. Like, no captain in your country, no road to qualifiers. Like, really? Like, there's no other teams other than just the World Cup. Like, it gets really dull when you just do the World Cup, because there's only so many times you can win the World Cup, right? So I feel like they really let people down there. And I guess there was FUT, but FUT again, for me, many people enjoyed it for the icon SBCs, but I thought that is what ruined it, because it was just way too easy to get like insane players. Like, I love the idea of grinding out, and they was a very that lacked, because they just dropped this repeatable, easy to do icon SBC within like 5 days, and that is for me what ruined the entire World Cup event on FIFA 18. But anyway, this is about the Euros. So what can EA do about the Euros? So we've gone through about what EA can do about the Euros. We've gone through what PES is doing with the full licensing, and let's get stuck into one other thing which I think will be tickling your fancy. Let's say that, hey, Liam, I want to do the Euro 2020 game mode on FIFA, okay? But they don't have licenses. Now, you know there's a special thing right now in the world called mods, okay? I'm sure you've heard of it, and I'm not going to act like you're stupid, but there is, in fact, a Euro 2020 mod that you can, in fact, go and download. I remember that I actually gave this a go last year, back in July, and it is a mod that has all the official kits, has all the official, like, branding and the way how the tournament is settled and all stuff like that. I believe there should be an update on this soon, but if you, in fact, got FIFA on PC and you really want to play your FIFA version of Euros with a proper branding, you can do that, and that is an option if you have got FIFA 21 on PC, or even FIFA 20. If you got any of those two, then I'm sure that it would work. So of course, in the background you'll be seeing, I believe it'd be my video of what I did last year of me playing the Euro game mode. And again, if you guys want to do that, then that is what you guys can do. This video is more of an update news, kind of like, if you want to experience the Euros, this is how you can do it. And if you guys have not seen my predictions for the Euros, then go and check out that video as well, because I believe it's been received quite well, other than Italians. I did say that Italy wouldn't do that well, and they're not a big fan of me, but hey, you know, I've got to put my neck on the line, and that is my kind of prediction, because there's always one team or even two that don't perform that well in Euros, and it could be England. I mean, I said that England would be knocked out in the round of 16, even though we were against Portugal in my prediction, and I do believe that if we do face Portugal, then I think we'd be knocked out. For me, for England, I feel like if we face France or Portugal, we'd be knocked out. Against any other team, I think that we can stand a chance. If it's Holland, Germany, Spain, Italy, I believe that we can face any team, and we can win. Not that we will win, but we can. Against Portugal, we can win, but I think it just will be hard. I am counting down the days for the Euros, bro. I'm so looking forward to it. And if you guys are as well, then tell me down below in comments down below, who are you backing for the Euros? Who you think will win? And why is it France? Because France has got an unreal team, bro. They've got an unreal team. Would I rather have the Euro licensing for FIFA? Then of course I would, because, you know, FIFA is just I play the game a lot more than Pez. Pez is more of an offline experience, but I do feel like, you know, imagine like a Euro, like for the World Cup, that game mode. Imagine if they did that same thing for the Euros, and I still think that'd be a really cool idea. So yeah, that is everything you need to know about the Euros. If you guys do enjoy, smash the like button. I'll see you guys next time for another video on the channel. And come on, England, and we'll be seeing how we do in 2 weeks' time. I can't wait. Okay, so thank you for watching. My name is Vizeh. I'll see you next time.